Hey guys, this is your assignment for U.S. History for November 17th and 18th. So you're going to be doing a little bit of research on the history of education. And this is really covering pages 187 to 190 of your book. It's important to recognize that during the 1800s, a lot was going on in the United States. There's going to be a lot of advances in education, and there's going to be a lot of advances in technology. But today and tomorrow, we're focusing on education. So the first thing I want you to do is you're going to go to Edpuzzle, and you're going to watch a video about one-room schoolhouses. So it's called Teaching in a One-Room Schoolhouse. You're going to go to step 2, which is you're going to Google each of the following people or items and come up with one way education was helped by their existence. So you're going to look up Noah Webster, his American Spelling Book. You're going to look up William H. McGuffey, his Eclectic Readers. You're also going to look up Horace Mann. And you're going to come up with one way that education was helped by their existence. Now, for this part of the assignment, you're just going to need to write it on a Google Doc or a piece of paper or something like that. I can tell when you have watched the Edpuzzle because it tells me that you viewed it, and I can tell if you haven't. So you don't really need to do anything for step 1, but for step 2, you do need to write out what you find on a piece of paper or a Google Doc. Google Docs are great. So then step 3, you're going to use your textbook. You're going to look on page 189. There's a section called Public Education, and you're going to answer the following question after reading the section, of course. How is the public school system different today when compared to Horace Mann's original system? After you've done that, you're going to do step 4, which again, you're going to be using your textbook, and you're going to identify what is unique about the following institutions of higher learning: University of North Carolina, Oberlin College, and Wesleyan College. And the answer is pretty evident. It's very close to the bold print word in the book. So don't freak out. I'm sure you'll be able to find the answer very quickly. And after you do that, you're going to do step 5, which is you're going to be looking on page 189, and you're going to answer the following question: how did adults who never received a formal education get education? So there are 2 answers here, and both of them start with an L. And then finally, step 6, the 1830s gave rise to the modern daily newspaper. Newspapers were around before this point, but the 1830s really helped cement this idea of there being a paper that was sold every day, which it was only sold for about a penny per copy, which is pretty good, right? It's also during the 1800s that magazines come into vogue. So what you're going to do to finish up your research is you're going to Google one of the following. It's either a newspaper or a magazine, and you're going to find 5 interesting facts about the newspaper. It can be origins facts. It can be any sort of interesting facts about these newspapers or magazines. And again, you're going to put this information in that Google Doc that you started earlier, in which you answered step 2, and step 3, and step 4, and step 5, and step 6. And then you're going to turn it in onto Dropbox. And if you have any questions, please email so that your questions can be answered. Thank you.